Hey, it's Gary with Funnel Junkies, where we simplify the process of building high converting sales funnels. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 tips to instantly up your funnel game today, whether you're just starting out building your first funnel or if you've built multiple funnels in the past and had success already and you just want to up your game to the next level. So that's coming up in this video, as well as I'm going to tell you why I actually left ClickFunnels. All that coming up. Alright, so as you just saw in that clip, I've recently just left ClickFunnels after working for the company for about 2.5 years, and I'm eternally grateful for the opportunities that I was given with ClickFunnels and everything that I've learned through working with them. But now was the time to step things up on my own and allow myself some time to be able to really publish content just like this and really get into the pattern of doing that so that I can start sharing what it is I do on a grander scale. So with that, I want to jump straight into the first one of our tips, 5 tips to instantly up your funnel game today, and we're going to jump into number 1. Alright, so tip number 1 is dual readership paths. This is one for if you're using long form sales copy on a page. So if you're using a long form sales page in your funnels, then you want to be aware of dual readership paths. And basically what that is that you're going to have 2 different types of people that come to your page. You're going to have the people that are analytical readers and they read through all of your content, and you're going to have skimmers who just want the crux of the information. You just want to get the brief outline and they're going to skim through the page. So you want to make sure that your page is suitable for both types of audience. So how do you do that? Well, one of the best ways to implement a dual readership path down through your page and within your sales copy is to add subheadings throughout your page. So I'll show you on here. When you're going through a sales page, you can see that you've got various different subheadlines going down the page. You want to interject that with images as well so that you're not heavy text all the way down. So your copy could be really, really good, really persuasive, but if someone is not actually going to sit and read the whole thing, you need to be able to highlight the key points for them so that you can still convert that person. But dual readership paths, if you're not doing it already, make sure that you implement that today in your long form sales copy. Okay, so next up is tip number 2, and that is VSL thumbnails. Now, you probably be aware the browsers, both Safari and Chrome, have blocked autoplay, so you can no longer autoplay your videos. So if you've got a VSL, if you've got a sales video, if you've got an upsell video, downsell video, these are not going to autoplay for the majority of your users. And that can be a big problem for conversions if you're not optimizing your videos correctly. So what you'll find is that you now, instead of just someone automatically coming to the page and the video is going to play for them, you don't have to think about it. You now need to think about selling that click to get the play on your video. So what I advise you do, if you are using videos on any of your pages right now, go straight away and check them and see if there's a custom thumbnail on there, because if when someone comes to the page, you want them to see an enticing thumbnail on that video. So if you're using YouTube, Wistia, any of the video hosting services will allow you just to go and upload a custom thumbnail. You want to get that created, you can do that in something like Canva if you don't have an image software like Photoshop, and you just want to basically have something like this where you've got the call to action is to click on the video. So you want someone to click that play button, obviously, and you want it to be an intriguing image on there as well. So whether that's a screenshot from the actual video itself, an intriguing point, but you want to make it look really interesting, really enticing for someone to click on that to actually view your video so that you can then deliver your sales message. So if you're already running a funnel, you can go and check your analytics since the update was put out by the web browser, see if your conversions have dropped, and then implement a thumbnail image to actually bring those conversions back up so that people are able to see your sales message, see your VSL. And if you're just building your first sales funnel, keep this in mind. Just think that's an extra thing to tick off when you're going ahead to build it, and you'll never have that problem of reduced conversions because people aren't viewing your videos. Alright, so tip number 3 for you to implement today is hybrid upsells. Now what do I mean by that? Well, your traditional upsell process, you're going to have your upsells in your funnel and then a downsell if the previous upsell is declined. And a downsell could be offering something like a payment plan just to still get people through the door even if they're not going to take the initial offer, which is great. But the downside of that is that you're going to see a natural progression. The more steps that you add to your funnel, you're going to see a natural drop off of the amount of people that go through the subsequent pages. So in order to combat that, instead of having 2 different pages, so an upsell page and a completely separate downsell page, why not merge the 2 together? Now you can actually implement this really easily just by adding your second product onto the pop-up. You would go ahead to your OTO page and you would set your product, so you'd have product number 1 and that would be your yes link 1 and that would be on your main page. Then instead of having your no link as your declined message, you would change that so that it's set to open the pop-up on the page. So when someone clicks on that link, it opens the pop-up, so straight away they can then select that without having to progress to another page to read another sales message, and you can catch those people without suffering that extra resistance of going through the extra steps in the funnel. Did I mention that we're in Bali? Because there's a dog barking over here, so I don't know if you can hear that on camera, but hopefully you don't hear it. Alright, so moving on to number 4, and this is testimonial video titles. And this is something you can do which is really cool because you're changing the perception that someone has about you on the page. So it's commonplace to have video testimonials on a sales page, on an order form. A lot of the time it is just the videos that you see when there's no text there at all. And this tip is to actually take a quote, so listen to the video and take a quote, just like a one-line quote that's something that the person has said, the best thing that they say about you, or if you're doing it for a client, the best thing that they say, take it and add it as a headline underneath the testimonial video. And what you'll find is when people are looking at a page, the first impact that they're going to see is, wow, there's lots of testimonial videos on here. They're not necessarily going to watch them all, and they're not necessarily going to watch any of them. But just seeing the fact that there's testimonial videos on a page instantly gives credibility and gets someone's mind working, and instantly starts to build social proof. Now, they've not watched any of those videos, but they're taking and it's providing social proof, just the fact that they're there. And what you can do is, by adding a headline to the bottom of the testimonial with a quotation, something that the person in the testimonial has said, the best part of that, by adding that below, someone who's viewing that page is going to take it for granted that that is what the person says in the video, and they're not going to have to go and watch the entire video. They're not going to go through and watch each individual video. So you can really ramp up the idea of social proof without someone going and watching each individual video. Whereas if it is just the videos, yes, there's impact, but they don't know the things that you're saying about it. Whereas if you've got a 1-sentence sum up, basically just the main crux of what they're saying, then it's going to really help someone understand, yeah, this person is the person that I want to work with. All right, and the grand number 5 is upsell page color or upsell page design. I see so many people making mistakes with this. What I see a lot of people doing is they will make their first upsell, and traditionally you're going to have an upsell 1 and then an upsell 2. All they do is duplicate out upsell 1 and add it to upsell 2. They take that page design, that color, everything, and they just put it into a second upsell. They change the headline and it's good to go. The problem with that is that someone coming through who doesn't know your pages, doesn't know the layout, doesn't know your brand, someone who's coming through that sales sequence isn't potentially going to realize that they've hit a new page. So they see your first offer and then they're taken through to the second offer. They might think that, oh, something's happened with the browser, try to reload it, and it's just gone back to the same page. In order to fix this, what you need to do is make sure that any subsequent upsell pages look completely visually different to the previous upsell, so someone can see straight away that they are on a different page. And honestly, this is so powerful. If you're not doing this just now, you go ahead and implement this, you're gonna see a shoot up in conversions on that second upsell page, because people are taking for granted that if the page looks the same, then it must be the same offer. So if you go ahead, you can change the color, change the design, change the layout, just make sure that it looks completely different to the previous upsell page, so that someone's completely aware that they're on a new offer, new opportunity for them, and you'll see your conversions rise. All right, so there we have it, 5 ways to instantly up your funnel game. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and that you found it valuable. And if you have, go ahead, click that subscribe button, because I'm gonna be releasing a whole load of more valuable sales funnel related content on this channel. And go ahead, ring the bell if you want to be notified of future videos. But right now, I want to hear from you. So question of the day, what is your go-to funnel tip for your conversion technique that you would recommend? Drop it in the comments and we'll share together, and I'll comment back. Click subscribe, do the comments, and I will see you in the next video.